Hey everybody. Hey. This is DeLisa Rose, aka what? Let's do that again. This is DeLisa Rose, aka D Rose for real estate, that is, and all things real. And today we are coming, look at that, live to you, I hope, or I hope not. Anyway, this is African American History Month, and I have my brother from another mother on this channel with me today, and my EXP business partner. So geeked. Sekou is coming here today. He is the director of growth at the DeVoe Group. I had the opportunity, he's had the opportunity of working with some superstars in various industries. His success is directly related to the growth and success of everyone that he works with. Truly. I can't say enough about this guy. He's provided targeted skills development sessions that are designed to get professionals performing at optimal levels, plans, and to be able to maintain and grow the level of business that they want to be at. Okay. He talks about business strategies, markets, customers, and clients, and making them happy and profitable. He wants to help redefine personal and professional goals in order to help people get the greatest possible outcomes. He challenges himself to reach out and grab a hold of each opportunity that's generated, and challenging himself as well, changing himself to be dynamic in his business, helping people be dynamic in their business. Keeping a small circle because it's quality over quantity for sure. If you're interested in finding out more about this guy, stay here, stay tuned. Matter of fact, let's just bring him on. What
I
it
was like,
do?
who's that? I was like, who's that man you talking about? That sounds dope. I wanna be down with him. What's up, sis?
I love it.
Oh
I
my
love
gosh,
it. This is
you just made
amazing.
my day.
You were making mine. I promise you. Like somebody was like, there's the top 1%, and I'm in the top 1% for the last, I don't know, few years or so, just a few. And but there's this margin, and you got the top of the top, and then the bottom of the top. And I'm like at the bottom of the top because everybody, I'm like, you guys are killing it, and I'm like so geeked because you never want to be the smartest person in the room. I always used to be
Dude,
with my other brokerages, the trainer, the coach,
yeah.
the owner, the broker, the smartest one, where everybody would come to me and I'd be like, I know where you've been, so I can help you with chapters 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, right? But I'm at this chapter, and who in the heck is
Who's
going to
gonna
help
help me
me?
with this?
Man, and EXP is just
Well,
killing it
that's
with
that's
this
the
thing.
whole reason I came over. The whole reason I
Crazy.
came over is I watch people like you make decisions and I'm like, well, I want to be like that. I mean, your bona fides is monumental. They put it, excuse me, I'm sorry about that. If they put it on a plaque, they'd have to do it with diamond chisels because you own your brokerages and you did this and you did the top of your market and achievement awards. I mean, I hear the words lifetime achievement awards, and I think people like Patti LaBelle and Luther Vandross and Mike, you start thinking about all of the best of the best of the best of the industry. And then to say that in walking into EXP, you found yourself at the quote unquote bottom of the top. Well, that's a great place to be because all I'm gonna do is chew my way up,
Man.
and to find them so eager and willing to just turn around and give, I give them props, I give them praise. So I'm
If
right
we
there
if we
with
had the little sound bar, it'd be like, keep rising to the top. Keep dropping. It's
this
okay.
is
I'm not to
awesome.
that level.
Listen,
But
listen, listen. You see, you asked me to come through, and you asked me to come on. I was geeked, right? Because I know your bona fides. I do my research. I see who we talking to and talking about, and I know there's a blind spot in this universe for folks like you and for folks like me.
yeah,
And I'm gonna tell you right now, your light is shining very, very bright, and you're helping a lot of the agents that I'm working with see in the darkness. So I don't know if you know that,
man.
but wherever you are, your light is shining on the folks that's next to
Thank
you.
you so much, man. We have a wonderful organization. EXP is a great company, and I don't care where you go, you have to be here. But when I made the decision to come over, there was a lot of people that were trying to come at me to join under them. And you can only pick one sponsor, right? And they were coming, and there was this person who was like one of my great friends. I walk with them every day. I talk with them every day. There was another person who, another sister of mine, and we're kind of like on the same level. And And even, one of the, I got to give her kudos. Nicole Russo was the first person to introduce me
Mm-hmm.
to EXP. And then there was the Honey Badger group, our group, right? And I didn't really know Michael Reese and Jay Kinder, you know what I mean? And to be honest, I was like feeling like I was the only person of color and then the
Uh-huh.
only woman. And then I was like, I know these people and, me and Nicole, like, I know. But when
I
it came
feel like being
down
a
to it, I
pioneer.
said, yeah, man, when it came down to it, I said, I don't want to go where somebody's on my level and we're both trying to figure it out. I don't want to go where, somebody's just my friend, just because they're just my
Mm-hmm.
friend and my dog. I want to go
Mm-hmm.
where I'm not the smartest one in the room and everybody above me has been there, done that, regardless of the color, where they can just
Right.
uplift
And
and they
doing
have a
it.
plug and play system. And our line was also one of the only lines that was, in the Honey Badger organization that was really focused. I'm not going to say the only one. No, not that. EXP is the
One of.
stuff. But our line
Right,
is
right, right.
definitely one of the ones that was focused on how to help agents be the producers that they want to become. And
Build a
the
big
plug and
business.
play system. So you have people that are selling over 500 transactions. You guys are doing over 300 transactions a year. People that are coaching 1,000 people. People have written books, have podcasts, living a life so that they never have to take a vacation. Like their work life is so dang bomb that they
Yeah.
don't have to take a vacation from the life that they live. Right? Like that's what
Yeah.
we want. And
Well, to put a pin in just for 1 second,
yeah,
all of that, right? So to be around all of that and then to have them just be like, oh, and here, right? And just be willing to share it with not, there's no second thought.
mm,
There's no how much you gonna give me for this.
right,
There's no who are you to ask me this question.
right,
It's no matter where they are, no matter who they are, it's oh yeah, let me tell you what I did in order to go from 500 to 750.
dude.
I just did
And
these three things.
dude, and the first time I wasn't prepared for the tacit knowledge that people brought. Just dumb stuff. And
Yeah,
let me say this, and I hope I don't want to offend anybody, but I am a first time generation everything.
right.
First time millionaire in the family, first time college graduate. In my line, first time. Probably person to get married and have kids. First time
I'm right there with you.
everything, and um and that's not uncommon for the Black culture. We don't really have the generational pedigree of the history of business owners and taxpayers, right?
Right,
And
right. The
homeowners and
right way.
everything else, right? Yeah, so like literally, like, let me digress a little. When I had to have my first year in real estate, my CPA was doing tax and they kept giving me extensions, and I'm like, I know you think I don't need my little $3,000, but I want my little refund, right? And he said,
Yeah.
no, you owe 168,000. And I'm like, wait
Oh,
a minute,
what?
taxes is a good thing. Like, what the heck happened, right? Because people don't know why people harp about taxes. It
Yeah.
culturally, everybody waits for the first. So with that, I mean,
That's
it's
so funny that you say
amazing
that.
to be, and I've always been the only one in the room, but it is amazing to be with a line where that can teach you all of the entrepreneurial things that I did not know, but just the small little tips. Let me tell you, we did one
Yes,
ad.
ma'am.
I got 500 leads in 3 hours,
Oh shit.
but because they had said, DeLisa, you need to automate your business. Why are you writing the same little emails over and over again? Why are you doing this? Do you know about auto? So at one time, text this number and get your application.
Yes.
Powerful, powerful. And then
Done.
it's like, are you trying to manage your calendar? There's a calendar link that you just send people. You don't even have to say, when are you available? When are you available? When are you available? No, here's just
And
some,
we busy we running around thinking that's rude, sending somebody a calendar link. Shoot,
dude,
that's service right there. No, you could jump into my calendar whenever you have time. Bing,
right,
bing, bing.
right. But just the incredible things and the life that it's given me. Just the life. The
Bless you.
stock just went up
Bless
$25,000. What?
you. Yes, I've been playing with this, and so I have a buddy of mine that went from we started, well, not started, but we were at the same company for a long time. I actually
Mhm.
brought him to that company, and I was trying to get him to come over when I was at KW. I was trying to get him to come over, and he was just like, it just doesn't match up. And he was actually right about some of the things that he had.
Mhm.
So when I came over to EXP, at first I was a little intimidated about talking to him about coming over. And then
Mhm.
I started talking to him, and I was like, there's a few blind spots in business. Being African American, being women in business,
Yeah.
whatever, all of this stuff.
Mhm.
There's blind spots in the business. Not good, not bad, just blind, right? It's just
Right.
not. It's not on the radar.
Right.
uh, I was saying to him, this buddy of mine, really good friend of mine, I said, this is the first company. I've worked at a lot of companies. I've built a lot of companies.
Mhm.
My contributions to the companies have made them millions of dollars. I've helped to
Right.
develop over 6, 7, 800 agents in a year for a single
Mhm.
company. I have
Right.
done agent attraction, coaching, training, like you were talking about
Yeah.
earlier. And not once in 22 years, not once has anyone ever asked to partner with me, offered
Oh.
a share of the business, offered even a little bit of partnership. Not once. Hey, Sekou, you know what? You're damn good at this. Why don't we see what we do if you actually had a stake in the game?
Right.
Why don't we see what you do if you actually had a partnership in the game? Every place that I've ever been, I've always had to carve out a niche for myself. So
Right.
even as an agent, that's what I felt like I needed to do. So
Mhm.
just like you, when I came over to EXP, I wasn't even expecting
Right.
the audio and the visual to match up. I was expecting it to be closer than before. It'll be nice if that was the thing.
Yeah.
I have in my market right now agents in my downline who are newer agents but have participated in agent attraction with me
Yeah.
with a six-figure
Residual.
stock salary bonus coming
Is
to them
that?
in another 12 months.
Yeah. But people can't understand, and that's insane, and it's real. That's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's real. When I first got in, honestly, I didn't do agent attraction. I
Mm-hmm.
didn't. I'm like, I can't send, like, I need to see it, because my word is bond. And let me test the waters first before I tell somebody to leave their ship. Like, and I did, and I'm like, you can't even describe the opportunity because no, the world is not used to it. So for the past 100 years, people have not been used to this opportunity. And here's what it does for minorities, and it does it for everybody. But let me just talk
Right.
about
Let me talk about
as
what I know. Let me talk
right,
about
right.
home.
Let me talk about exactly
Right.
as a black realtor, or a black person looking for success. We talk about becoming the CEO, being the founder, being self-employed, being an entrepreneur. And we really don't know what that really, really is because we play the realtor hat. We
Yep.
just play the realtor hat. And what I mean by that is we don't understand that, yeah,
It's
yeah,
just another employment, right? It's
yeah,
just another job.
we play the job position in our own business instead of playing the CEO that also happens to do this work. And I give this example a lot, but talk about Walmart. As a business, you're supposed to maximize your numbers, work efficiently, maximize your space. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the wonderful things about Starbucks. Starbucks can get a drink in and out in 3 minutes, right? Do you know that they hired somebody to watch somebody serve it, to watch their company? And they decided that for the tall, the venti cup,
Yeah.
people were having to scoop 2 scoops of ice. So they made a scoop where you can
That was
only scoop once.
oh God.
Now, like, you're already doing it in 3 minutes. You can't get any better, but you can,
You
right?
can.
But as realtors, we are CEOs, we're self-employed, we're entrepreneurs, but we just maximize our real estate job as fiduciary agents. We just manage the part that says I help
Just
people buy, sell, and invest. We don't sell products as far as sell your training classes, sell your education, sell, books, do public speaking. charge for your host seminars that you charge for, and you have these events. We have people in our downline making $100,000-$200,000 just from doing events, you know, and
It,
we don't talk about that. Just like Walmart. Walmart, you know,
well,
it's a store.
check this out.
Mm-hmm.
And this is right along the lines of what you
Mm-hmm.
just said. And so as a coach, I have to convey that to agents
Right.
to get them up and running and to do this and that. And I suffer from the same imposter syndrome that everyone that's a first generation
Right.
does. Who the hell am I to say this, and who the hell am I to
Mm-hmm.
write this book, so I have this notion. I heard this somewhere. I don't know who to credit this to. So
Yeah.
if you hear this and you know who to credit it to, please credit it to them.
Mm-hmm.
The cemetery is filled with unpublished works of art.
Absolutely.
All right. So
Mm-hmm.
so here's what this is how I've been implementing this. I say you are the CEO of the company and you
Right.
should have big ideas. And one of your big ideas should be to ask, who can I hire to do the job right underneath me?
Right.
Who should be asking, who can I hire to do the job right underneath me? To make
Right.
each one a leverage job, a leverage position. I said, if you're the CEO and you take the keys to the company and the black card
Right.
and you give it to the mailroom clerk, your company is going to be destroyed in a week. Because although the mailroom clerk says, I
Yep.
want to be the CEO, they have no concept and idea as to what to do up. So what you
Right.
have to do is you have to take on the role of the up and fill in all the positions underneath.
Yeah.
And if
But
it's
people
you,
don't know what they don't know.
they don't know what they don't know.
They don't know what they don't know, and they need to get into places and boxes where they can grow. If you put a goldfish in a little bowl, it's only going to grow so big. You put them in a bigger one, they grow bigger. You have to get into a space where there are no limits
Oh, I like
so
that.
that the tacit information gets you. And for those people who don't know, you talked about the imposter syndrome, and I know it's one of those off words that people
Yeah.
may be misunderstanding. I think any Black person would suffer from an imposter syndrome, and let me tell you what it is. It is when you have reached a level of success and you've earned your place at the table. And when you get to the table, you doubt if you belong there because you remember, I wasn't smart enough. I wasn't sharp enough. I wasn't pretty enough. I wasn't, brainy enough. I didn't communicate right. All of these things that we've probably been conditioned to believe in a certain hood or community or culture. And when you then rise and you earn it. You earn it. That's why you're there. So anybody who's at the top, you earned it. You were there. Don't doubt it. But it is natural to have all of that stuff in the back of our head saying, you know what? I need to work the
Ah,
low income community. I can't really cross over to the pop. So you have a lot of Black people staying in the Black circle, working with just Black clients because they want to do Black business. What the heck is Black business? There's good business and there's bad business.
right.
You know what I mean? So Black business isn't the top of a
Uh,
level of business.
yeah,
No,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
no, 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 no. This is green business.
This
This
green
is green business.
sis. You know what
Seriously.
you know what I'm
I'm sorry to
saying?
get mad about it, but
No, 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 sis. I'm right there with you. And so now check this out. What you said about the imposter syndrome being at the table and
yeah,
we feeling a certain way about it. I'm going to tell you the way it sounds usually. It actually sounds positive. The way that the imposter syndrome keeps getting reinforced in our community, it actually sounds positive. Oh, little brother, little sister, you go ahead. You got to be 10 times better than your competition in order to get what they got.
yeah. That's why we are
And
so
that is
strong.
the worst of the
Mhm.
imposter syndrome.
Yeah,
You do not have to be 10 times better. You just have to show up and be your best and rock and roll.
right.
There is no competition. You are you and they are they and we are we and we grow
Yeah,
together. There is no black business, white business is green business. I
right.
love that you said that.
And real talk, and don't get it twisted. When you can relate to somebody, you can relate. So my heart
Right,
relates to the community. So I work my community. We build affordable housing in the
right,
community because I could relate to it. But even just like with joining, this organization right here, I really I'm gonna be honest. The first time I'm probably saying it loud, and of course I'd be live, but I told my husband, you know, the, it, there's a Black group and then there's a white group, and I don't really, I want to be able to hang. I want to be able to kick. And what? And he said, hang out, hang out. So I went to hang
Hang
out.
out.
And of course, one of our blondes like, I'm biracial. What you talking about? And then someone's like, oh, I got a black niece. And my, what? Because I had these conversations. I was real.
Yeah.
And I said, but at the
Well,
end
with
of the
you, the
day,
boss, you can have these conversations, sis. I'm sorry. Did I say that out loud?
but I really I was in a place mentally of thinking about that. And other people don't have to think about that. But I decided I don't want any limits. So I'm not going to go to this one line just because I can connect and whatever. I don't want any limits. I've tried what I've been trying for the last 10, 20, 20, 25 years, and it's gotten me so far, but I want to go up and
Yeah.
rise and be the best that I can, not the best that somebody's color says that I can. I want to be the best
Right,
that I
right, right.
can. But,
Most of that is mindset anyway. Most of that is
mhm,
limitations we place on ourselves. Yes, there's some real limitations out there in the world, real life
mhm,
complications out there, and some things that, well, I'll be honest with you, if you're a business person, your job is to overcome complications. Your
yep,
job is to overcome limitations. So in line with what you're saying, I'll be honest with you, man. I all I want to do is what the next person did. I don't want to reinvent the wheel. I want to stand on top of that wheel and roll faster. That's all I want to do.
yeah,
Right? I make jokes all the time. If you were a top performing agent, that's the only way to get in with a top performance coach. You ain't
man,
gonna get into with a top performance coach trying to learn how to walk and trying to learn how to play the game.
right,
Right? So you gotta already be good to be on the field,
yeah. You
and then we
you
can go.
You know what, and I know we're limited on time a little bit, and I respect your time, and I just we gotta have another one of these. But it's funny you said I want to get on the same bike but ride it a little bit faster. And one
There
thing
you
that
go.
trips me out, and you're a coach, I'm a coach, so we probably see this all the time. It's people that have been in the business, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, and they never got the foundation right. So they're trying to roll faster, but the spindle on the
Yep.
tire
Yep.
is twisted, is off, the screw is off. So it can only go so fast because it's not right. And it's funny because we've been able to connect with people, partner with people, and help agents that are trying year after year to reach another level of success and seem stuck. And we've been able to twist the screw that they don't know is twisted and just straighten out that little spoke so that it can roll the way that it's designed to roll. And but people have to be in environments where people know what they're doing. And no knock on Remax, no knock on anything like that, because you would cut me, I'd bleed red, white, and balloon, right?
I got
For
you. I got
real, like for real. But when you look at an organization, like KW, and you say 50% of the people don't write any contracts. The average agent in NAR is writing 6 contracts or less, and the KW is falling within that average. And then you look at other organizations like school districts and say, why is everybody at this school district like balling? Like, what is it about that school district that gets it? And not to be funny, we do have a turnover, but the people
Yep.
who leave are the ones who don't know it's up to them and they don't have what it takes.
Yeah.
I mean, and I don't want to say that like that because I believe everybody has what
No,
it
no,
takes.
no. There's a
But
buddy coach of mine. We was on this morning. Buddy
mhm,
coach of mine said, if you was honest with your performance, were you at 10 here in
yeah,
your career?
yeah,
Or were you at 5 here at your career and 5 at your home? And both of those things are suffering.
yeah, yeah. And
Right?
let me, yeah, keep
Yeah.
going.
Sorry. Sorry.
No,
No, no,
no,
no, no,
no.
no, 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 no. I'm vibing with you.
Because people have what it takes, but you have to give it your best. So in order to make it anywhere, you got to give it your 10. You got to give it your 8. You got to come above average. If you're not doing above average things, you're going to be average, and average ain't happy. Average has learned to be consistent, can learn to be complacent, but average is not happy. I'm gonna tell you that. And
Mm,
this
mm.
organization has an environment where people strive to be the best. But if you are around everybody who's doing level 10s or level 8s, level 9s, right? It
Can't
makes you,
help
because I'm gonna be honest, like trying to keep up with y'all this week, I was like, oh, I'm tired. But if everybody do it, let me motivate me. Like, no, don't cancel these appointments today. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go.
Because it's what it takes. So the cream of the crop motivates others to be the
That's
best that
that
they could
law of
be
the
because
lid.
it rolls off. Yeah,
Yeah.
it rolls off. So, but you know, I don't know why any person, any realtor, regardless of color, you know, wouldn't be at this company, wouldn't be with
Well,
the Honey Badger line.
I'm
Um,
gonna share. I'm gonna share with you really quickly, really, really, really fast. I'm gonna share with you that most people are scared of their own success. Most people are scared of their own success. What winds up happening is that uh, there's the oh, that would be nice dream, and you hear people say it all the time. Oh, must be nice, must be nice, must be nice, right? Those are the folks that don't see sustainability in that level of success. It's not that they don't think that they can hit it. They can hit it, but they don't see sustainability. I'll leave you with this note. Kobe Bryant, arguably one of the best players in the game ever,
ever.
was said to be an average player for a long time in his youth. He was probably a little bit better than average, but was said to be an average player in his youth. And it was only when he embraced his imperfection that he really truly became the best. He embraced his imperfection by practicing as if he was not the best.
Right,
When Kobe talked about winning, he talked about if you want to win, you come and play with me.
right,
Any other outcome, you can play with anybody else out there in the world.
right. But if you want to
And that's
win,
how we rock. But if you want to
right,
win, you come play
you
with me. And that's
absolutely.
the mindset that I see you and me and the folks here at Honey Badgers and at EXP. It's like I get it. You could do real estate anywhere.
You
But if
can
you want to win, you come play
come
with
and
me.
play. What you say? Come and play. You know, man, I thank you so much for this and opportunity. And we always respect times and schedules and everything else because we got to do some income producing activities like we do,
Yes,
right?
ma'am. Yes,
Let's
ma'am.
go. So with that, you know,
Thank you so,
peace,
so much
peace,
for
peace.
having me. We'll do this
Good.
again.
We will. Peace, everybody.